Are you worried that a sudden, sharp pain could be a kidney stone? It's a common fear, and for many seniors, certain everyday routines are unknowingly setting the stage for this very problem. The good news is that you have the power to protect your kidneys. Kidney stones are a growing health concern among seniors, often leading to severe discomfort and complications. While age and genetics play a role, specific daily habits can dramatically increase this risk. Understanding these habits is crucial for prevention and maintaining kidney health in your later years. Number 1. Chronic dehydration. Insufficient fluid intake stands as the most significant preventable risk factor for the development of kidney stones, particularly in the senior population. When you do not drink enough water, your body's ability to dilute waste products is compromised. This lack of hydration is the primary trigger that allows stone-forming minerals to accumulate and solidify within the kidneys, creating the painful crystals we know as kidney stones. The danger of dehydration is especially pronounced in older adults due to a natural decline in the body's thirst mechanism. As we age, we may not feel thirsty, even when our bodies are in desperate need of fluids. This diminished sense of thirst means seniors have to be more proactive and intentional about their water intake, rather than waiting for the signal to drink. This physiological change puts them at a uniquely high risk for the concentrated urine that fosters stone formation. A simple yet effective way to monitor your hydration is by observing the color of your urine. Your goal should be to keep it a light, pale yellow, or nearly clear throughout the day. This indicates that you are consuming enough fluid to properly flush your system and prevent minerals from building up. Making a conscious effort to drink water regularly, even when you do not feel thirsty, is the single most important step in preventing kidney stones. Now, while staying hydrated is foundational, the composition of your urine is also heavily influenced by what you eat. Let's look at a common ingredient in many diets that can silently raise your risk. Number 2, high-sodium diet. Consuming an excessive amount of sodium, or salt, is a major contributor to kidney stone formation. When your diet is high in sodium, your kidneys respond by excreting more calcium into your urine. This elevated level of urinary calcium is a key ingredient for creating calcium oxalate and calcium phosphate stones, two of the most common types of kidney stones. The more salt you eat, the more you fuel this stone-forming process. Many seniors are surprised to learn where most of their sodium intake comes from. It is often not the salt shaker on the table, but the hidden sodium in processed and packaged foods. Canned soups, frozen dinners, cured meats, and many restaurant meals are loaded with salt to enhance flavor and preserve freshness. Becoming a careful reader of nutrition labels is essential to identify and avoid these high-sodium traps. For optimal kidney health, seniors should aim to limit their sodium intake to between 1,500 and 2,000 milligrams per day. Achieving this goal often requires a shift towards preparing meals at home with fresh ingredients, where you have complete control over the amount of salt used. This simple dietary adjustment offers a powerful 2-for-1 benefit, as lowering your sodium intake is also one of the best things you can do for your cardiovascular health, helping to manage blood pressure and reduce strain on your heart. Just as salt can disrupt your body's mineral balance, another common dietary component can create an acidic environment that encourages stones to form. Number 3, excessive animal protein consumption. Diets that are heavily reliant on animal-based proteins can significantly increase the risk of developing kidney stones. Regularly consuming large portions of red meat, poultry, fish, and eggs places a greater acid load on the kidneys. To neutralize this acid, the body pulls calcium from the bones, which then gets filtered through the kidneys. This process increases the amount of calcium in the urine, providing more material for stone formation. Furthermore, the metabolism of animal protein produces uric acid as a byproduct. High levels of uric acid in the urine can lead to the formation of uric acid stones, another common type of kidney stone. Essentially, a diet rich in animal protein creates a urinary environment with elevated levels of both calcium and uric acid, two of the primary substances that crystallize into stones. This combination makes it a significant risk factor for susceptible individuals. To mitigate this risk, it is wise to moderate your intake of animal proteins and incorporate more plant-based protein sources into your meals. Foods like beans, lentils, quinoa, and tofu are excellent alternatives that do not produce the same acid load on the kidneys. This dietary shift not only helps protect against kidney stones, but also supports overall wellness by providing a rich array of fiber and nutrients. Beyond what you eat, your overall body composition also plays a critical role in kidney health. Next, we will explore how body weight can directly influence your risk. Number 4, obesity and high body mass index. Carrying extra body weight is now recognized as a strong and independent risk factor for kidney stones. Individuals who are overweight or obese have a significantly higher likelihood of developing stones, especially calcium oxalate and uric acid stones. The link is not merely coincidental. It is tied to metabolic changes that occur within the body as weight increases. Excess body fat can alter the chemical composition of your urine, creating an environment that is more favorable for stone formation. Research shows that a higher body mass index is associated with changes in urinary pH and an increased excretion of stone-promoting substances like oxalate, uric acid, and calcium. These metabolic shifts effectively turn the kidneys into a more fertile ground for crystals to grow. The encouraging news is that this risk factor is modifiable. Making a commitment to weight loss through a combination of a balanced, nutritious diet and regular physical activity can directly lower your chances of forming kidney stones. Losing even a modest amount of weight can help restore a healthier urinary chemistry and reduce the metabolic pressures on your kidneys, making it a powerful strategy for prevention. All right, let's address a common misconception about a certain nutrient that, when managed correctly, is actually protective against stones. Number 5, inadequate calcium intake. It may sound counterintuitive, but avoiding calcium in your diet can paradoxically increase your risk of developing the most common type of kidney stones. Many people mistakenly believe that since most stones are made of calcium, they should eliminate calcium-rich foods. However, dietary calcium plays a crucial protective role in preventing stone formation. When you consume calcium with your meals, it binds with a substance called oxalate in your stomach and intestines. This binding action prevents the oxalate from being absorbed into your bloodstream and subsequently passed into your urine, where it could otherwise combine with urinary calcium to form calcium oxalate stones. Getting enough calcium in your diet effectively blocks oxalate from ever reaching your kidneys. For this reason, seniors should not shy away from consuming calcium-rich foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese. The key is to obtain your calcium from dietary sources rather than from supplements. Calcium supplements, unless specifically prescribed by a doctor for a condition like osteoporosis, can sometimes increase stone risk because they are not taken with food and do not bind oxalate in the same way. A balanced intake from food is the safest approach. From a misunderstood mineral, we now turn to a sweet substance whose dangers are becoming increasingly clear for kidney health. Number 6, high sugar and fructose consumption. A diet filled with excessive sugar, particularly fructose, poses a significant threat to kidney health. High fructose corn syrup, commonly found in sugary soft drinks, fruit juices, and a wide array of processed snacks and desserts, has been directly linked to a higher incidence of kidney stones. When you consume too much of this type of sugar, it triggers metabolic changes that promote stone formation. The consumption of excess sugar and fructose leads to an increased excretion of calcium, oxalate, and uric acid into the urine. These three substances are the primary building blocks of kidney stones. At the same time, high sugar intake can decrease urine volume and lower urinary pH, making the urine more acidic. This combination of more stone-forming materials and a more favorable environment for them to crystallize in is a recipe for trouble. Reducing your intake of sweetened beverages is one of the most impactful changes you can make. Swapping sodas, sweetened teas, and commercial fruit juices for water can drastically cut down on your fructose consumption. Similarly, being mindful of added sugars in packaged foods, cereals, and desserts is crucial for protecting your kidneys and supporting your overall metabolic health. Other risk factors and considerations. While lifestyle habits are major contributors, other factors can also increase a senior's susceptibility to kidney stones. A family history of stones can indicate a genetic predisposition, making preventative lifestyle measures even more critical. Certain medical conditions, such as digestive diseases like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, chronic diarrhea, or a history of gastric bypass surgery, can alter the body's absorption of calcium and oxalate, increasing risk. Additionally, some medications and supplements, including certain diuretics, calcium-based antacids, and treatments for migraines or depression, can elevate the concentration of stone-forming substances in the urine. Prevention strategies for seniors. Preventing kidney stones largely comes down to adopting the healthy habits we've discussed. The most important strategy is to stay well hydrated, with water being the best choice to dilute your urine. Carefully monitor your diet by reducing your sodium and animal protein intake. Strive to maintain a healthy weight through a balanced diet and regular gentle exercise appropriate for your fitness level. Ensure you consume an adequate amount of dietary calcium from food sources to help block oxalate absorption. Finally, make a conscious effort to avoid foods and drinks that are high in added sugar and fructose. Simple, everyday habits have a profound impact on the risk of developing kidney stones in seniors. By making targeted lifestyle changes, especially focusing on hydration, moderating your diet, and maintaining a healthy weight, older adults can significantly lower their chances of developing these painful and potentially dangerous stones, paving the way for better kidney health. Share this article with friends and family to spread awareness about kidney stone prevention for seniors. For more valuable health tips, consider subscribing. Your experiences are valuable. Please leave a comment below to join the conversation on protecting kidney health as we age. Your insights could help others.